head coach. His guys with 2 straight home losses to start the year, hoping to have better luck on the road here in Week 3. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. Have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 64 yards and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Aguirre. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
An Eagle first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Off play action. Gentry looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down.
On first down, Groves. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Saints' 19-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Brings up 4th down.
And this one is right through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. Then maybe mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But his opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave him 3 points.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in why watching his game tape, I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt, they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Oh, he put on the carpet, a fumble. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And will be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
On the tackle.
Operating from the gun, Osborne. And he is going to have a Saints first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And that's right here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Gentry. Working the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And the Eagles first down. First and 10.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
He gets it complete to Jackson. this inside the 30.
First down.
That's good for 28 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Gentry's pass.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Throws. And the Eagles are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
Eagles, first down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to it, and let him cap things off.
7.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play. And that's how they got it done.
They got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. So here's a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Osborne. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They go play action here on 1st down. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go. Throws. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was, and making sure they didn't get there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Complete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Osborne. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Osborne. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line.
2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. Osborne. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there is the right call.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And an Eagle first down.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. They work now on 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Gentry. Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
To number 86.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for that fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that one is knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. But I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They decipher that one correctly.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Osborne. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
Number 3. It's a gain of 4. Makes it
out of the gun. They look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. And they hooked up.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
2nd and long. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's a gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun on 3rd down. Osborne. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Throwing to start the drive. Gentry. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Gentry. Called a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right side here, and that's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2 yards to go, second down. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. From the 32 down, here's first and 10. Back to throw. Gentry. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our look around the NFL starts now. Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. It's the Browns at home to take on the New England Patriots. And it's the New England defense that comes up with the big play here. The ball's out. It's scooped up, and they're going to return it for the touchdown. A turnover in their own end of the field for a score for the D. The Pats are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's the Seahawks quarterback. He's going to take this one himself. He also had 2 touchdown passes in the game. The Seahawks are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. One more to bring you now. Let's go to Vegas, shall we? The Raiders taking on the Cowboys. And here's the Cowboys wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Cowboys move to 2-1. They get the victory here. And with that, a look at what else is going on around the NFL here in week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. By no means, certainly, are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressured, and it's a loss of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage, too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. We'll call that a 43-yard punt. 2 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Groves. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Aguirre.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Gentry. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Eagles.
They'll run on 1st down. Groves. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the gun on 3rd down, Gentry. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And good sideline-to-sideline tackling there as they're going to get him down a couple yards short of the 1st. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off-play action. Osborne. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Looking to throw. Osborne. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easy.
Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Gentry. He gets this into the hands of Judkins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
2 yards on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
An inside run with Judkins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Gentry. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's a Bryant. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gentry. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Saints again ready to go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 4 yards.
Operating from the gun. Osborne. Now he's going to step up and run. All that gives him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had it because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Here's the option. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw right side, looked in here by Belch. And he goes down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll go with the keeper. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 42.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
I got it.
Second and 1. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The Saints on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have a Saints first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on third and inches. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. In motion goes the tight end. From the gun on third down, Osborne. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be fourth down. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Throw downfield going to be taken in by Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. First down, Groves to about the 40-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And it brings up third down.
From the gun on third down. Gentry got his man complete over the middle. It's Aguirre. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And an Eagle first down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Back to throw. Gentry. Right side caught by Jackson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And they'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Operating from the gun. Gentry. He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's third down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Off the play fake. Osborne. Complete here. It's high. And he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to Bash over the middle. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
A 3-yard pickup.
The slot man in motion right.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went nowhere. It went backwards. Back to the 33.
Loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Saints will line up for the 2.
They'll try to run it here. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Eagles to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gentry. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 15. It's caught by Jackson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Operating from the gun. Osborne. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down. Osborne. And they get him down, but not before it takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now 2nd and 4.
Number 87.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
36-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He's back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. This game has not been short on intrigue. That's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, but when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception.